Okay, my name is Chris, and what I'm looking to do here is I'm looking to do a video about doing a Rubik's Cube. I'm going to be honest, this isn't my first time attempting this video, so it took me to the very last step to realise that I didn't actually have the microphone switch on. Yeah. I am so upset right now. So what I'm going to do here is introduce the Rubik's Cubes. So the first kind of step is kind of getting to know the cube, getting to know the sides. So really, when you're talking about doing the Rubik's Cube, the most important sides are the white and yellow. And the reason for that is it all matters how you orient the cube. So what way you have it facing you and what way you have pointing up. It's always the white side for the first couple of steps, and then it's the yellow side from there on out. So I'll talk about that as we go through the steps. The hardest part about doing the Rubik's Cubes are learning the algorithms and kind of saving them to memory, let's say. That is quite difficult, but there's a couple of steps that I found that have helped me. And it's all about practice, so the more you do it, the better you get. It's got 6 sides, as most cubes will have. The white side is always opposite the yellow side. The orange side is always opposite the red side, and the green side is always opposite the blue side. So, I mean, it's easy enough to remember once you kind of get used to it a little bit. Is, you know, white and yellow are similar, red and orange are similar, and kind of green and blue are similar colours. That's how I memorise it, and it worked for me. You start with the white face on top, okay, and you solve the white face first. Next part of doing the 2x2 cube is you do this top layer. Once you have the white face and the top layer, so imagine it's like this, you've got the white face done and you've got the whole top layer in all the right sequence, then you turn around and you solve for the yellow layer. So when you get to that stage, you'll have the white face done, the bottom layer, once you've turned the cube around, this bottom layer done, or this first layer done, then you do yellow face, and then you solve the top layer, and the last stage will be that move basically. Okay, we'll be doing all of the kind of side faces at once. So the first thing that we need to do with this cube is mix it up. Okay, and while I'm mixing it up, I'm going to go through describing the different the faces, or the labels that we put to the faces. Okay, so when we're looking at the algorithm and we see U, it means this up layer. Okay, now obviously there's 2 ways that we can turn this up layer. There's a normal or clockwise move, which is turning it to the right, or there's an inverted move or an anti-clockwise move, and that's turning it to the left. So U is the top layer, R is the right hand side, L is the left hand side, either clockwise or anti-clockwise, D is the down side, and B is the back side, and then there's F, which is the face, which is the side that's facing you. So they're the sides. So first thing we need to do is we need to mix it up. So this would be a left hand turn. So we're doing a left inverted turn here. Okay, so this is the side that's facing us, and this is the side facing up. Okay, so this is the upwards face. And this is an upside clockwise turn, and this is an upside anti-clockwise or inverted turn. Okay, again, making sure that we're holding it so that we have one side facing us all the time. Of course, the colors on that will change depending on the turns that we are making. Okay, so this is a right-sided inverted turn, see, because we're spinning it anti-clockwise to the left, and then alternatively we can spin it in a clockwise direction, and again our hands moving to the right. Same goes to the top, our hand turns to the right, the up layer or the top layer is moving in a clockwise fashion, and now it's inverted or anti-clockwise, and then the same with the bottom. But again, we can kind of turn the bottom to do the turn, but we have to remember that that is the actual bottom of the cube that we're turning. So we're spinning it to the right, it's going clockwise and anti-clockwise. Again, it's practice. It's practice that kind of helps us with this. Now we've got it somewhat messed up, but let's make it a bit more difficult. So I like to start with the white square that has the Rubik's logo on it. Okay. When we're doing the 2x2 cube, you get 3 white pieces on the top layer, and then we figure out the last piece using an algorithm. So best thing to do is to just play around with the cube until you get 3 white squares on the top layer. So let's try that out. The more you do it, the easier it gets. So turn this one up here, and then I can turn this one here, and great. So we've got 3. Now we need to get the 4th. Okay, so we need to locate the 4th. We move it so that the cube with the last white face is on the corner piece on the bottom layer under where it needs to go. Okay, so it could be here, it could be there, or it could be here like it is in ours. Now, this is the side that's facing me. So we go right side inverted, bottom side inverted, right side up. Now it's up here, so we need to do that again. Right side inverted, bottom side inverted, right side normal, bottom side clockwise. And then we do it once more, and it should work. So we go right side inverted, which moves the white cube over here. Bottom side inverted, right side clockwise. And there we have it. Okay, so we have our white face. Next, we want to solve this top layer, okay? So first thing we do is we see if we have any sides that are already complete, and we do. And we turn that to the back, okay? So again, we've got the white face on top, and we have the red side that's already matched facing away. If you have no sides that are matched, you just run this next algorithm 2 times. Now we'll only need to run it once, okay? So it's a right invert, a bottom invert, right clockwise, and then the opposite, the same on the left hand side. Left or the opposite, so it's a left clockwise, a bottom clockwise, a left inverted, and then the same again on the right hand side. So it's a right side inverted, a bottom invert, and a right back, or right side clockwise. And there we have the top layer. So what we want to do is you want to look at this, and when you have a single yellow cube, you put it in the bottom left corner, okay? And then you make sure that there's a yellow here, here, and here. Now we run the algorithm. Clockwise right, up, right inverted, top side, right clockwise, top side, right invert. There you go. Now, and there's just basically 1 cube on each side that needs looking at here and here, okay? Now sometimes what will happen is, like when we do on the bottom there, you'll get 2 matching sides up here, and what you would do is you would turn it so that you have 1 full side that's correct, and you put it to the back, same as when we are solving the top layer. Now we don't have that, so we'll have to run this algorithm twice. It's rib, and that's B, R. Oh, Fee, Re, B, R, and then it's technically UI or U inverted, but we don't need to do that now. So you can see there we've got a full side, and we put that to the back. And now we just need to do the same for the front side. Okay, and it's the exact same algorithm again. Riff, or R-I-F, R-I-B, R, Fee, Re, B, R, U inverted. And there we go. That is the 2x2 cube solved. So there was the first algorithm to get the final white corner in place. You move it from here to here. There's the algorithm to solve the top layer, which you may need to do twice. There's the algorithm to do the yellow side, depending on the orientation of the cube, and then the algorithm to solve the top corner pieces. 4 algorithms? Grand. Keep an eye out for future videos where, like I said, I'm going to do the 3x3 Rubik's Cube videos on kind of intersubjective topics like drugs, politics, parenting, things that we can all relate to in one way or another, things that interest me. And again, this is quite maybe a selfish project for myself in terms of this channel and what I want to do with it. I want to do videos on things that I find interesting. I want to use it to motivate me to work on little projects, and I also want to do it to learn new skills like video editing, like photography, and yeah, hopefully we can have a bit of fun together. Okay, so take care of yourself, and hopefully I'll see you soon.